The reason we never feel satisfied is because we're constantly looking for satisfaction in the future, which means we cannot be satisfied now. But why is this? Why do we feel the need to seek satisfaction elsewhere? Why are we drawn to the act of chasing the next best thing when, in most cases, we have everything we need to be satisfied, to live our best life, an extraordinary life, right here in front of us? So now the question becomes, what is the root issue for why we're never satisfied? Here are 4 reasons for you to take with you and think about. And as a fair warning, you might want to hold on to your seat. Number 1, you don't know what you want. A lack of direction can quickly lead to feelings of dissatisfaction, confusion, and frustration. I mean, you know that there's more to life than what you're currently experiencing. And deep down, you also know that you haven't even scratched the surface of your full potential. But the sad reality is you can't break out of this cycle because you don't know what you want. But what if I don't know that I don't know what I want? Great question. See, because life is constantly moving and changing, it ends up being a lot to handle at times. So our natural instinct is to confine ourselves to something we call our comfort zone, routines we're used to. And sometimes it takes a huge reality check, like a breakdown or a breakup or the loss of a loved one, for us to realize that, wait, maybe I should change my life and figure out what I want, because in this moment, I don't really know. Now, if that's you, here's a simple homework assignment. Take some time over the next few days to think about you, your life, and your dreams. What do you want? What makes you happy? What does your extraordinary life look like? Then all you have to do is start taking action now, not later, off in the future, or after something else happens. Right now. It's the only way to start feeling satisfied. Number 2, you're ignoring the thing you want and chasing an easier goal. Now, unlike the last reason we talked about, let's say you know exactly what you want, but fear is the main thing holding you back and stopping you from pursuing that thing you want. So instead of doing what you want, you settle for chasing an easier short-term distraction. Why? Because it feels more within reach. Maybe it's something you're already familiar with, or maybe it's something you know for certain you can achieve. Again, this goes back to the idea of being in our comfort zone and not challenging ourselves. I shared an analogy for the word fear in a previous conversation we had here on the channel, but in case you missed it, here it is again. Fear is false evidence appearing real. So in case this is something you're struggling with, ask yourself this question. What would I be doing right now in my life or with my life if success was guaranteed? Now, if you're not already doing it or working towards it in some form, then it's time to change. Otherwise, you'll continue to feel unsatisfied. Number 3, you're not taking chances. What if I told you that the key difference between feeling unsatisfied versus satisfied is your willingness to take chances? Would you believe me? Or would you give in to your own limiting beliefs? See, taking chances in life is always a gamble, especially if you're stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something you've never done before. The key, however, is managing how you think and steering clear of those limiting beliefs. So, when a new opportunity presents itself in your life, don't ask yourself what could go wrong. Instead, focus on everything that could go right. Dwelling on the negative will keep you unsatisfied, guaranteed. But adopting an attitude of saying yes to that opportunity and then putting in the work to figure it out, that's when things start to change. Number 4, you're focusing too much on the negative. Have you ever noticed how every time you dwell on the bad parts of your day, more bad things happen? Well, there's a reason for that. Quick story for you, and this has actually happened to me quite a few times until I figured out this idea I'm going to share with you. I remember a few times, as I mentioned, where I was recording a YouTube video, and for some reason, I was really struggling with bringing the vision I had in my head to life. And it took way longer than I anticipated to record these videos. I mean, my camera kept dying, I was hungry, but I wanted to finish the video, so that was frustrating. Now, I could have categorized this as being a bad part of my day. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did, which is why my frustration was continuing to rise. But I quickly learned, however, as I've mentioned before on this channel, that there's a lesson to learn from every circumstance we face. The lesson I learned was preparation and patience. If I prepared better ahead of time and if I maintained my patience, then recording said video probably would have gone a lot smoother, right? See, I shared that with you to say this. When something bad happens or when you start to have a bad day, hit pause for a moment and make a shift in your thinking by asking yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Keep growing on your journey. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Always stay true to you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.